young and old alike came out tonight in Claremore for peaceful protest over the death of George Floyd in
Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lori Fulbright.
And I'm Craig Day. Those groups held signs and they also prayed tonight. One protest was organized by a teenage girl and her mother.
And a group of pastors also held a protest at the same time. And we do have team coverage tonight, starting with News on 6's Eric Payne, who is with the girls' rally.
The teenager who organized this protest says America is a good country and there can be change, and that change starts with protests like this. Kai Cook says she knows race can be a sensitive topic, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. The march started near the Claremore Museum of History, where the group walked down Will Rogers Boulevard. Part of the group split off and ended up at the county courthouse, where they took a knee and chanted Black Lives Matter and Keep the Peace. The organizer says they're keeping it civil today in Claremore because the rioting and vandalism in Tulsa is embarrassing and distracts from the message that peaceful protesters want to give.
I just want Claremore to come together as a whole and recognize the injustice that's going on in this country right now, and just really stand together in solidarity, peacefully, with no violence.
The rally wrapped up on time at 8 before the sun set. In Claremore, Eric Payne, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.
And a group of pastors had their own event tonight in Claremore. News on 6's Kristen Weaver was with them.
Leaders from several churches in the area held a reconciliation rally. They kneeled and prayed in support of minorities and to show forgiveness. Protesters led by a 14-year-old girl marched down the streets of downtown Claremore and met up with a group of pastors and supporters at the Nemar's shopping center. Then the pastors prayed together with people in the city and asked for people to come together. The reconciliation rally, as those pastors called it, was planned in response to the protests to make sure everybody stayed peaceful.
We stand in solidarity. That's our protest, to stand together against wrong and against racial prejudice and against those hurts.
The organizers of the rally hope that people will use Claremore as an example for other cities. In Claremore, Kristen Weaver, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.
And a peaceful protest was held in Norman this afternoon.